So this is a new series that I'm starting that's going to basically debunk competing. So if anyone is new out there to competing and looking for a bit of advice, I'm going to offer my opinion on things basically and advice to hopefully help you choose the right path or the best path for you. So the first thing I want to speak about today is what is the difference between an assisted athlete and a natural athlete like myself. So there's a few things that I want to sort of cover here. So the first thing is the ability to gain muscle when you are on assisted, should we just call it that, assisted steroids, whatever you want to call it. So you have a better chance of actually building muscle in the first place. When you're dieting, it is known for being catabolic, which means you are essentially going to lose muscle or some muscle. So the main aim when I'm dieting as a natural is to try and retain as much muscle as possible. So which is why I tend to do a long prep and a long time in dieting, so it's not too aggressive on my body. And my body isn't in as much of a fight or flight mode, as you'd call it. So when you're assisted, you have chemicals that are basically stopping that from happening or reducing that from happening, and at the same time you can retain your strength as well if you're assisted. I tend to find personally when I'm dieting my strength does drop a little bit because I'm in a calorie deficit. I haven't got as much fuel to help me lift the weights. And so I've heard, and I don't know this for sure because I've not ever done it, but when you are assisted it's actually a lot easier to retain that strength, retain the muscle therefore because you're not decreasing your weights down, and then retain it throughout the prep and even build. Whereas in a natural athlete it's not as easy. The third thing is the recovery. So recovery is obviously important for building muscle. You're essentially tearing muscle fibres apart and they're connecting and repairing back together to build a bigger muscle, and that's how you grow muscle, and that's a toned look that everyone's going for. Or in bodybuilding, just a really good physique. So the ability to repair muscle as a natural athlete is a lot slower than someone who's assisted. The only way I can get around that is keep my sessions to around 45 minutes to 1 hour, so not overtraining. And at the moment I'm just training 4 days a week. I know there's people like, Mr. Olympia, Dorian Yates, who train 3-4 days a week and that was his maximum. So just to allow that recovery in there. It's very easy to become over enthusiastic, and I've been at fault for that in the past. Of being really enthusiastic, really wanted to hit those goals and overtraining and not being able to recover. If you're training and your muscles are not repaired and recovered properly, then you're not going to get as much out of that workout as you could have done. So as a natural, it's essential that you listen to your body and recognise the rate of repair. The other thing that also helps with that, and I am digressing a little bit here, but is really good diet, supplementation and sleep is really essential for aiding recovery as a natural athlete. Assisted athletes do tend to get away with it a little bit more, and in no way am I saying that basically it's easier for someone who's assisted. It's just that they still have to put the work in as much as I do, but they are aided by the chemicals essentially. So I hope that helps sort of iron out the difference between assisted and non-assisted athletes like myself, and I hope it helps you decide which path to go down. Thank you, and keep watching for the next video.